Yo, what's up everybody? How is it going? Today we're playing Watcher of Samsara, which is a new custom game for Dota 2. It's been out a little while, and actually I recorded a video on this like 4 days ago, but I didn't upload it because after recording the video, I just played a lot more of this. Now we're gonna play normal. I haven't unlocked the other difficulties yet. Normal is really hard as is, so that's gonna be fine. I will explain how this game works, right? But I have to play it at the same time, so like, gotta give me a bit of a, oh man. I think Crystal Main is just absolute mega god here, so let's go ahead and get ourselves a Crystal Main. Alright, and we have a bunch of extra gold, so we can see if we want to like... I think we just get ourselves the Sealed Ring of Disaster. Here we go. So anyway, this is TD, it's a tower defense. It's similar to Tome TD, as in it's a green TD. Now, usually you would play this with 4 players. I'm playing on my own right now. Why am I playing on my own? Well, I'm playing on my own. Partially because everybody sucks at this game, and if you play online, you know, like, you just get a bunch of scrubs that don't know how to play this and they just fuck you over, right? So that's something that I want to avoid if at all possible. The other reason, the better reason though, is actually that if you play on your own, the game doesn't lag as much, which is more, you know, suited for recording. In fact, if you play on your own, it doesn't lag at all. But if you play in a lobby of 4 players, it can be a bit laggy. It is easier to play this in a lobby of 4 players, but either way, we're just gonna play it on our own right now. So, we got ourselves a Crystal Main here. Our Crystal Main is just kind of chilling. Just kind of like spamming her ability here with the Freezing Field. We've got a Wildling Ripper upgrade, which I will explain that in a second. So, how does this game all work in general? Well, it is fairly straightforward. You have your hero here, right? Like a Crystal Main. And at the start of the game, you can choose one of 3. Alright, and actually, I think I might just manually play this Crystal Main for the time being. Here we go, I freeze all of that. And with your hero, you can fight these waves. Now, the hero is not the only unit you can have. In fact, you can have up to 8 normal units and 3 hero units. Now, you get those other units by going in here on your little courier and buying scrolls, which give you a random chance to get stuff, right? Like, you have a random chance for specific units and all of that. Ooh, that guy has magic resistance, which is gonna make him just a little bit more tricky, but not all that much. So, we've got ourselves a little scroll here, so it's a Plague Ward, which is nice, I guess. I mean, we might as well get it. It's not super important that we get this, and in fact, it does kind of... It can be a little bit annoying at times. So, let me explain some more stuff, alright? This is all about upgrading and building a nice composition and having strong heroes. And having your heroes and units actually have items and building up an economy for that and all of such things. Now, you may notice that right now, I'm not really doing that. Right now, all I'm doing is I have my 1 Crystal Main, I've disabled autocast, and I'm just sitting here kind of manually casting and killing everything. There's a reason for that, and that reason is the Sealed Ring of Disaster, which is the item I bought earlier. This is an item that is very, very powerful, but it has a downside. You need to get 1,000 kills with it before it becomes really powerful. Alright, so it's something that you really want to play, like buy immediately or not buy at all. Alright? Okay, so we are now at a point where these guys are going to be a bit annoying. They're like nice and fast. Yeah, they'll get through. Now, how do you lose in this? You can see at the top, there's this bar, right? If there are ever at any point 60 units on the map, a countdown starts. And that countdown will tick down to, you know, from 10, I guess. And if we then still have 60 units on the map and don't manage to, like, reset the countdown by going below 60, we lose the game. Now, you may notice I'm leaking a little bit. That's not a big deal because the units will circle around the map and then we can clear them out later. That's just not really something that I'm concerned with. These guys right here tend to generally be kind of tricky to clear all out. Not because they're very powerful, but because they're very fast. So that makes them just a tad bit annoying. For the time being, I'm totally happy just letting a few get through. Because we're trying to really make sure our Crystal Maiden here is as powerful as she can be. Alright, by maximizing this Sealed Ring of Disaster. And I'm gonna start buying stuff for, like, in terms of our units, a little bit later on in the game, but right now there's no real need for it. Now, we have these keys here, as you can see. We have wooden keys and bronze keys and all of that stuff. And what these do is they allow us to open this chest that we have, right? This chest is contains items, and higher level chests contain better items and so on. I mean, this is all fairly straightforward. I feel like you don't really need me to explain these kind of very obvious things, right? But higher level chests can include higher level items. Now, you might be like, okay, cool. Well, so you want to like immediately open up the chests. Well, that's actually not true, because first of all, you can just buy keys, but you can't really buy chests, right? So chests are something that are really valuable. But they also oftentimes will contain stuff that you actually can't just use. So, for a hero to be able to use items, you need to level up the hero. And you level up the hero by buying a unit that has synergies with the hero, right? Which we'll get to that in a bit. For now, I'm totally happy, still just chilling with my Crystal Maiden here. Not a big deal. You know, this, by the way, this is what's it called? The Box Hound, which allows us to just kind of like clear it. And then we get some money, which is really valuable. Later on, we're definitely going to be getting a lot of money from that. But for now, you can see this Crystal Maiden on her own is actually strong enough to just continuously clear this. Yeah. Crystal Maiden is just a fantastic unit. We can also just like autocast this now. I am pretty convinced that Crystal Maiden is potentially the best unit in the game. Okay, that doesn't sound very convinced at all, but Crystal Maiden is fantastic. She's just really, 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 really good. Alright, gonna go ahead and freeze these a bit. Just buy some time. One of the reasons why she is really good is she has Arcane Aura, which provides mana to herself and other units in your lineup. And having mana is a really, really, really big deal. Now you might be like, okay, cool. So you've just kind of like been explaining about these like synergies and such. So why aren't you buying anything? Well, I'm not buying anything because I'm saving money. Right? First of all, as I mentioned already, I want my Crystal Maiden to get as many kills as possible, because that builds up the Sealed Ring of Disaster. And I am gonna be rushing a Radiance immediately, right? Why am I rushing a Radiance? Because it is very, very powerful, pretty affordable, you can get it very early on, and it will help the Crystal Maiden to like continuously get kills, which is what we're trying to do. We're trying to unseal this Ring of Disaster. Which is actually very hard to do later on, because you will have a lot of different units that will all be competing for kills, and then all of a sudden it's not that easy to just, you know, like quickly get ourselves something nice, something like that. You know? So yeah, that's kind of the general idea right now. Oh, these guys have magic resistance or something like that, yeah. They are a bit annoying to attack. So the creeps always, they have different abilities and such. I'm actually just gonna like right-click the Frostbite now. You know. We'll just leave it up to the Crystal Maiden. Right, as you can see, yes, we're leaking a bit, but again, it's just not that big of a deal. So, something we can do right now... Oh, there's a chest. Perfect. I was gonna like go ahead and actually upgrade these keys because I wasn't getting any chests, but now that we have a chest, we got ourselves a recipe for a Hand of Midas, which is fantastic. We can sell that. Now we've got a recipe for a Radiance, and we put that on the Crystal Maiden. Now she has a Radiance, and this deals 250 damage per second. You can see that that alone is almost enough to actually like clear a lot of these creeps. So she can continue now to like kind of hold on her own and continuously clear out these creeps that show up. Alright, so we now got a new unit. It's a Ghost. Not even gonna bother putting it down. Right, like as I already mentioned, it's just not actually that important for us to get more units down right now, because Crystal Maiden on her own just kind of does enough work. Like the Radiance is so good. Like Radiance is actually just such an insane item. And the cool thing about the Radiance too is, even though Crystal Maiden will hopefully center her attention on this right here, the Radiance will still clear out these fellas, you know, as they run past. So it's just not a big problem. Now, I'm positioning myself here in this area, which is A, kind of gonna be passively clearing leaks as they come run past us again, and B, and this is really, really important, it will be a huge deal later on, once we get to the final boss. Well, hopefully we will get to the final boss, that's not guaranteed, by the way. Like, I've played a lot of this by now, but getting to the final boss is not a guarantee. Because the final boss is very, very strong. So... we need to be careful of our positioning though, because you cannot actually reposition units. Like if you position something somewhere, they're just kind of stuck there. There's no good way to reposition them. It is possible, but it's 1,000 gold if you buy a TP scroll. And yeah, it's just very expensive. You can also buy Boots of Travel, right? So you can use that to kind of like, I guess, teleport, you know, repeatedly and move units around repeatedly, but it's not really that good because, again, it's very expensive and it's just not really worth it. Now we want to keep our lookout, well, we want to keep our eyes open. We're going to keep a lookout for keys and for potential chests, right? As I mentioned already, these are very powerful and super important. Alright, we got a Wealthy Boxhound coming out. So I think I'm actually going to throw down the Ghost now. Ghost has a slowing attack. It doesn't really do much damage, so it's unlikely to compete with our Crystal Maiden for these kills. So she already has 500. Yeah, that's very important. It is absolutely crucial to get these kills. Because this item becomes very powerful if it's fully charged up. And it's just so difficult to do otherwise. But yeah, once we get to a point where we think, okay, these units are too powerful for our Crystal Maiden to clear on her own, that's when we're going to start building more units. We're going to start rolling for additional towers. We're going to start rolling for additional heroes. There's a lot of different heroes and towers in this game. If we look right here, you can have a quick glance at them. Now, something that makes this game really unique, okay? So you can see this tower right here, the Ghost, has an ability, which is like a slowing attack, right? But it has two more abilities. Now, to unlock those abilities, we need to have those other towers in play. So, towers have different synergies with each other. That part isn't unique. No, that's not what I'm trying to tell you is unique. What I'm telling you is unique is that the same thing is true for heroes. And heroes also need those tower synergies to get higher star levels. And those higher star levels are crucial for getting access to items. Because if you don't have a high star level, you actually can't equip any high level items. And you really need those. But here's the important thing. This is randomized. Right? So which hero has which synergies is randomized every round. And that's really, really fascinating because it's just super cool in my opinion. How you have to adjust every single time you play to like what you're doing, what exactly, you know, is your lineup. You can't just like pre-plan everything perfectly because first of all, you don't know what you're gonna get. And secondly, what you're gonna get, it kind of has different synergies every time you play because the most important synergies are really the heroes because heroes will just do a ton of damage late game, right? I mean, you can see my Crystal Maiden is pretty strong early game, although admittedly a lot of towers will be able to do the same thing. Right, it's not just Crystal Maiden that can do this. It's not unique to her. Just Crystal Maiden is really good because, you know, she can do this, and then also she has access to the mana aura, which is absolutely fantastic. But anyway, I'm not going to upgrade the Radiance. It's not good enough for that. Lower 1 Radiance is really quite strong. And I think this is now the point where there's kind of just like, you know, you can see we're kind of casually leaking a little bit. This is something that, by the way, wouldn't, like, if you did this in a multiplayer game, people would probably get a little mad at you. But, yeah, we're not gonna worry too much about that. We're gonna go ahead and start buying some stuff. Alright, so we've got a Saint or Conqueror, Storm. Storm is one of the 3 most important units. We got Earth, which is one of the 3 most important units. And actually 4 most important. I don't know. There's a bunch of units that are important. Blight Soul is also another one. Super strong, super important. Yeah, but Storm, Earth, and Fire, those 3 have synergies that make them very powerful. But you need all 3 of them. So we kind of want to get all 3 of them if possible. Right now, we have no synergies, which is a little unfortunate. So while rolling for units, we can go for a common scroll, uncommon scroll, or legendary scroll. I actually did the math on this. The uncommon scroll is just the best one. You should always be clicking uncommon. Look at that. We got a Kunkka. That is absolutely fantastic. Very happy about the Kunkka. So we can go ahead and probably put the Kunkka here. Nah, let's put the Kunkka all the way up to the front. That sounds good. Kunkka has a synergy with the Centaur Conqueror. So Kunkka is pretty strong. He uses a lot of mana, which is fine because our Crystal Maiden, you know, provides mana. These guys, by the way, have mana shield. That's why it looks like they don't take damage. Just takes them a while to actually start taking damage, but once they do, they drop pretty easily. We've got a Satyr Tormentor. Cool. We're just gonna go and put that down somewhere. Right, so you can see now I'm just kind of like trying to fill up whatever the hell we have. So Ancient Black Dragon is actually really nice. Hey, Lucas 77. Thank you so much, man. Thank you for the 35 months, man. That's crazy, but thank you. Alright, so you can see Kunkka's leveling up pretty quickly now. And, yeah, we're just kind of like beating this stuff up. Clearing it out pretty quickly. Yeah, I see people complaining about the subcount blocking the... Wait, let me go ahead and just like disable this. And then this and this. There we go. I'm gonna go ahead and just disable this for the video because now it starts being relevant. You know, up here you can see how many units we have. We have 8 soldiers out of 8 and 2 heroes, which is not quite the maximum yet. Now, as per the heroes, I am actually not too fussed about keeping the Kunkka. I'm not even too fussed about keeping the Crystal Maiden. I know I keep praising her, but she is very good, don't get me wrong. Oh cool, we got a bronze key. So we can use that to unlock one of our bronze chests. Perfect, crit is very powerful for you. We can even give you a Yasha, why not? Right, I know I keep praising the Crystal Maiden, and she is very good, but, and you might also say, okay, well, but, you know, she has the Sealed Ring of Disaster, which we spend so much time getting to, you know, getting to build up those kills. Yeah, that's true, but you can actually just move that around, like, it doesn't need to stay on the Crystal Maiden. Cool, we got Fire. So Fire is the last one that we really need. Fire is also just absolutely god tier, and yeah, we're gonna put down Fire around here. Alright, so it's gonna burn some stuff as they walk past. And now we have a triple synergy. So we have Earth, which unlocked the super spicy meatball. We have Storm, which unlocked the Twister. And we have Fire, who unlocked Cataclysm, which is pretty cool, no? Alright, there's our Kunkka. Yeah. Now you might be like, okay, why are you putting everything around here? Right? Like, this seems like a bit of a weird position. The thing is, the last boss in the game acts a bit differently from all the other waves, which is something I'm generally not a big fan of. I hate it when games do that, where they're just kind of like, hey, you know, last wave, let's introduce new roles. Nah, it's stupid. But either way, that's how it works. It's probably one of the game's weakest aspects. But the boss basically spawns down here as normal and then walks in here. And then we'll just kind of for 2 minutes walk up down here and walk back here. And just kind of keep walking this path. So to maximize our attack time during that period, we have positioned everything here so that the boss will just continuously be attacked. That's actually like the main thing here. We're just trying to maximize our attack time on that boss. So this is all pretty worthless. And there's more Fire. So we can also upgrade these. If we give Fire another Fire, then we have a 2-star Fire, which is really powerful. Now to upgrade, what this upgrade does is it gives the unit some better stats, some more damage. All of like the innate ability gets upgraded. But to upgrade this combo ability, I actually need to upgrade all of these. I need to upgrade Earth, Fire, and Storm. Now, Earth, Fire, and Storm are super good. Hey, Grenade! Thank you so much for the 4 months. No, but Earth, Fire, and Storm are super strong, and are absolutely the most important thing to have at a high level. The second most important thing is Blight Soul. Now, Blight Soul in of itself is actually not that good, but what we want to do with Blight Soul later on is we want to upgrade the Blight Soul into a different unit. I think it's called the like Chaos Golem or something like that. But the Chaos Golem, we need a different unit for it. We need a Granite Golem, which is actually a unit we want 2 of, because we want to also just have a Granite Golem, because Granite Golem is very good. But yeah, anyway, you'll see. For now, we've got our Kunkka actually doing most of the damage here. So it seems like it would not be the worst idea to just give the Kunkka this. As I mentioned already, you can actually just pass this around. Like, if Kunkka turns out to be the one getting the kills, well, we just want to build up the Sealed Ring of Disaster. So let's just give this to Kunkka, who will then continue to build it up. Anyway, we've got ourselves a boss round. These can be a bit tricky, especially when you first start out. There's Earth, perfect. So now we're going to go and upgrade our Earth. So we actually only need Storm, and then we're going to have level 2 of the Earth, Fire, and Storm combo, which is just so good. So strong. As you may notice, I know a little bit about this game. I've played a lot of it. Now, in the shop, as you can see, there's a bunch of items. There's some unique ones. Fun fact, by the way, that's actually an icon we made for Open Angel Arena. But there's just a bunch of like really cool items, like really strong effects. For some of them, we need these crystals, which we just kind of like acquire as we kill stuff. And for most of them, we just kind of need gold. There's some stuff that's really valuable to have, like for example, Ring of Aghanim grants 10 mana regeneration to nearby allies. These units actually tend to run out of mana pretty often and quite quickly. But we have a Crystal Maiden which kind of addresses that issue already, so we're mostly good. Anyway, we've got ourselves another box hound going on, and as you can see, we've actually completely cleared out the map, so those early leaks are just not a problem. Alright. Hello, wealthy box hound. Yep. You can see it's just, boom, taking a lot of damage. My current record, in terms of like how much damage I've dealt to this, is actually around 2.1 million. Alright, we got some good damage in. Juggernaut is fantastic. Oh my god, that is actually such a great unit to get here. I am so happy about that. Okay. So, we're gonna go and sell you, we don't need you. And then where do we put our Juggernaut? We can probably... we put him here, but Juggernaut doesn't really have that much attack range, so he's not really great at clearing stuff anyway. So I think it's best if we just position him in a way that he has got the most range on what's happening around here. Wildling Ripper upgrade. Crystal Maiden also uses a Wildling Ripper, so that's good at least. We can use that. So one of the problems we have with our heroes this match is that they don't have good synergistic units. Wildling Ripper and the Centaur are just not that strong. They're just not good. Like, there's just some units that are better than other units, and those two are not some of the better ones. Okay, there's another Black Dragon. I'm probably gonna go ahead and grab this really quick. I'm not upgrading the Blight Soul right now because I'm waiting to do that until I have my Granite Golem. It's a bit more efficient that way. Alright, as you can see, we're just kind of like clearing stuff out really nicely. There is round 28 is invisibility, so I'm just gonna go ahead and buy some sentries right now, just so we don't forget about it later on. It's not really a big deal, it's just kind of a bit annoying. Yeah, there's 2 rounds with invisibility in this match, so we need to be ready for them. Alright, 800. You can see this is a grind, but trust me, it's worth it. If we have a look at this, so Sealed Ring of Disaster, level 1, just doesn't really do anything, but if you get 50 energy points, which is 50 kills, you get 1% magic damage. If you have it maxed out, you get 150 intelligence, 75% mana regen, 32% increase of magic damage, and grants a spellcasting a 50% chance to cast Omen of Disaster, which deals 0.29 times the current mana in magic damage to nearby enemies in a 600 range. And I think you can tell why that's insane. Right, that is just an absolutely absurdly powerful ability that, yeah, like that is just very strong. Very, very strong. So, you know, just gotta start early with it, and yeah, by the late game you'll have it. Alright, go ahead and clear this all out. Yeah, at this stage, this is all pretty much just kind of like going through the motions, you know. Got it all figured out. Got it all figured out. Nice. Anyway, that's kind of it. That's kind of it. Oh, hello there. You go up, my friends. Thank you very much. Just kind of clearing all of this out. Yeah. I mean, the units that have the, like, BKB effect, they are, not magic immune, but magic resistant. Oh, cool. We got on our bronze key. Oh, that is bad. That is very unlucky. A circlet and a blightstone. These do pretty much nothing. Alright. Cool. More fire.
It's this time of the month, smile and no spoilers.
Hey, Daniel! Thank you so much, my man. Appreciate it. Thank you so much, my friend. That is so nice of you. Okay. So, anyway. For now, we're just kind of gonna continue grinding here. Hello, Seekling. Yeah. I mean, these boys just can't really do that much. Now, if you look at our lineup, there's some units that don't really serve much of a purpose, right? Like the Ghost is not really important. The Satyr Tormentor is not important. So those are ones that we definitely want to get rid of. Because, again, we want to prioritize having everything serve a purpose. Everything needs to have a synergy. Oh, more fire. Hey, let's go. Hey, Rusty C3PO. Thank you for giving 5 more subs. Thanks so much, my dude. To Karsten Top Year 1, I am just random fart, which is a quality name. Flame Beerus 98, Currency, and French the Fabulous. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Alright, okay, see you on YouTube. Alright, see you on YouTube, my dude. See you on YouTube. Alright. Anyway, we're just kind of like gonna continue grinding here, right? Like these boys just get blown up. So in terms of effects, what do we have? This guy is multi-shot. This guy has basically Maledict, where like, it makes it like it stuns a unit, and then the unit doesn't take any damage anymore, but then after the unit comes out of the stun, it takes all of the damage it would have taken at once, and it actually deals it in an AoE, which is just super, super, super powerful. Alright, cool, more Blight Souls. There's a Wildling Ripper, so we're looking for that. As you can see, this is one of our synergistic units. We put this down, and now our Crystal Main and Juggernaut are both 2 stars. And there's another Crystal Main, so we could use this to actually level up the Crystal Main if we wanted to. Or we could use this to level up the Wildling Ripper. Now, I know this seems like the better choice to go for the Crystal Main, but there's actually not that much of a benefit to it. It really doesn't matter that much. So we're just gonna go ahead and go for the Wildling Ripper. This game is still in development, so there's actually no benefit to having the heroes be like 4 or 5 stars. 3 stars are just as useful as it really gets. Hey, Dog Carrion! Thank you so much for the sub, my dude. I'm pretty sure I butchered your name. I apologize. I am trying, my friend. I am trying. Anyway, we're at 914. Is Kunkka still doing most damage? Now we kind of like need to keep track of that a little bit. Alright, there's a Dragon Knight. I don't think we go for that. So we can discard here as well. What did we get? Prowler Shaman. It's also not... Oh, this is the... No, this is not the Invis round. Next round is Invis. Okay, and then we have Storm. That is nice. That's what we were looking for. Because now you can see that this synergy is level 2. Alright, so these abilities are all leveled up now, which is sick. I mean, it just makes them so much more powerful. Also, Kunkka being such a champ. Doing infinite damage here. Look at this round damage. It's crazy. Alright, we are pretty close to actually getting our 1000 sealed ring of disaster kills. And Granite Golem. No, more fire. Well, I mean, if we get fire maxed out, that's not bad. Fire is really powerful. Right? It's not really what I was going for. But it's also not the worst thing. So, oh shit, I forgot. Ah, even bot detection. Oh, man. Dude, it always catches me off guard, even when I'm trying to pay attention. Alright. Now, you might notice that disables are really powerful. And, yeah, that's it. Disables are just really powerful. So, I go for a lot of disables. Alright, let's go ahead and buy a silver key. We can open our silver treasure with this. Hope we get something nice. Oh, sealed apotheosis blade. So, this is actually not good. Right? It's too late for it, so we're just gonna sell it. The orchid, however, I can actually see that being pretty useful. So, we might as well put that on, like, the Juggernaut or something. Alright, but, like, it's just not worth it. Now, those chests, by the way, you always should open chests. When I first started playing this, I was kind of like, oh, I didn't get a key, and whatever, I'll just, you know, sell the chests because you can actually sell them. That's a trap. Don't listen to that. Ooh, Necro. Necro is infinite money. That's what Necro is. Right, Necro is the golden god of money, but kind of like our lineup as is. Kunkka is not gonna stay strong. Yeah, Kunkka's not good against the final boss, which is a problem. Oh my god, we got golden treasure. Oh, that is so nice. Okay. Should we get Necro? I find this... Necro's also a unit that you want early because he builds up intelligence as he gets kills. No, I'm not going for Necro. Nah. Necro is absolutely fantastic because he allows you to Reaper Scythe the box hounds to like double your damage. And a Reaper Scythe doesn't have that long of a cooldown, so you can actually like Reaper Scythe them multiple times and like triple. Or like just like continuously double up on the damage, which is insane. Alright, there's a Black Dragon, there's a Centaur Conqueror, which we need for the Kunkka. We might as well get this, I suppose. Alright, we're gonna need it eventually. So, these guys, by the way, are pretty strong. Especially if you have, like, a more magic damage-centered lineup like I do. Because they gain increased magic resistance as they drop lower in HP. So, you can see that eventually we just kind of stop dealing damage to them. So, this treasure is absolutely fantastic. We are hopefully gonna get some keys for it. We are never gonna be able to just... like, find a level 5 key. I've never seen one just dropped. But... we can hopefully just upgrade the keys because you can buy level 5 keys. You know, it's 12,000 gold, but This is definitely gonna be worth it. In multiplayer, you can open up other players' chests, and you actually get money for so every chest contains 2 items, and if you open up another player's chest, you actually get one of those, which I think is a really cool way to like incentivize people to play alongside each other. There's another Blight Soul. Man, I have so many Blight Souls. This is a little silly. All right, another Wildling Ripper. All right, I guess I'll upgrade this boy. I guess I upgrade that boy. That's not too big of a deal. Now you might be able to tell something, by the way. This game is hard. It is very difficult. This is just a hard game. So, yeah. I mean, that's really all I have to say about that. It's just hard. Alright, we almost have our Sealed Ring of Disaster unlocked. And once we do, I don't actually think I'm keeping it on the Kunkka. It's not like the best Kunkka item. I'm probably gonna put it on the, like, fire or something like that. Because, you know, fire is a lot of magic damage. Fire is actually one of our highest DPS units right now, so... Seems like not a terrible idea. Okay. The grind is on. I like this game, in case you can't tell. I've been playing more of this than pretty much anything else recently. Mostly on my own. Multiplayer can... Oh, finally. There's another Blight Soul though, which is kind of funny. Alright, so we're gonna sell the Ghost. Because it doesn't really do anything. Put down this. Now we need to eat the Granite Golem. We've got a Chaotic Golem. And then we feed these Blight Souls to the Chaotic Golem. Which takes a little while to level him up, but it's definitely worth it. So this guy is just super scary. Alright. Most of his damage just comes from like enabling the other units to deal more damage, but damn, he's good at that. Oh, crap, a ghost. Alright. Oh, there's another Necro or Fire. Look at that, that's a 3-star Fire. That is super nice. And we have the Ring of Disaster unlocked. So, who has a low cooldown ability that's being spammed? Yeah, this one doesn't count as a spell though. Juggernaut this has very low cooldowns. So, but he doesn't have much mana. Crystal Maiden has really low cooldowns and she has a good amount of mana. Let's give it to the Maiden. Alright, she's spamming that Frostbite like it's nobody's business. Hey, cool, there's a Bronze Key level 2. So, we can use those Bronze Keys to also, you know, level up our keys and then get a tier 5 key and all of that. Which we definitely want to. Like, this Silver Treasure is nice, don't get me wrong, but it's really gonna be about that Golden Treasure. That's where we're going next, because getting that huge item is just so much better. Or at least the chance for a huge item. Anyway, in terms of units, now we're really just looking for a Granite Golem. I think Granite Golem is absolutely fantastic, and I love having Granite Golem. So, we could also maybe consider getting the Leader's Call. But then we get a Hellburst Smasher, which doesn't really do that much in terms of synergies, and it's not the strongest unit. I think getting a Granite Golem is just a little bit better. So, let's go ahead and roll a little bit. I know it took us a while to find one earlier. For now, we can actually be happy with the Forge Spirit. It's not the worst thing, but it's also not the best thing. Forge Spirit is actually super strong. Let me actually take that back. I kind of made Forge Spirit sound bad. Forge Spirit is really good. It's just not Granite Golem level good. Not a lot is Granite Golem level good though. Anyway, our Crystal Maiden now has a lot of mana, which is nice, you know. This right here really helps fix her mana problems, and she spams a ton. This right here has only got 2.8 seconds cooldown, so yeah. Alright, Granite Golem. No. Yeah, this is just kind of the state where you just re-roll a bunch. We could of course also instead invest into keys, which might be better, all things considered. Right, we need how much? 6,000 gold for this golden key. Yeah, you know what? Why not? Let's just go for that. Alright. Let's get ourselves that fat stack golden key. I mean, after the next box hound, that might already be enough to just secure it. There's still some casual units that we leaked running around, but it's not that big of a deal. Again, like 1 or 2 leaks, it's just not gonna make or break the game. Alright. Let's hope we get a lot of damage in. I would like to see at least 100,000. Yeah, that's good. Oh, that's much better. Alright. So, can we afford this? 400 missing. Alright, well, we're gonna just go ahead and wait out those 400, you know? It shouldn't be too hard. That should not take all that long. These guys are a bit nasty. They have a chance to, like, heal instead of taking damage. Oh, there's another silver treasure. Hey, the silver treasures are good, don't get me wrong. It's just not that nuts. Alright, shit. I don't know if this worked or if it didn't. Wait, what are we missing? I think we need more keys. I think it didn't properly do it. Alright. Yeah, those numbers didn't really add up, did they? Like, that was a bit weird. Oh well. Look, we're gonna build our big key, no matter what it takes. Here we go. Gives us that bronze key. And then we hope we get something good for Juggernaut. Right? There's like lots of amazing items that we could get. And I really hope we get something sick for our right-click boy. Alright, look at that. We got a silver key level 3. Don't need that much more for... I mean, we could open up one of these now, but... Nah. We're going for the big one. We're going for the biggest boy. Absolutely. You know, an alternative strategy is actually to just kind of hope you get some keys. You know, you can not even hope for a level 5 key, but just kind of like wait until you get some level 3 or level 4 keys and, you know, not spend your money on it, which I think is totally valid, but it's just not what we're going to be doing here. Alright. Okay, thank you. Alright, we almost got there. I mean, that's what? 1,000 gold left? That shouldn't be too much. Now, in terms of level ups, ideally we want to get the Storm and the Earth also to level 3. Right? Like, those are very important. If we don't find another Granite Golem, getting the Forge Spirit to level 3 would also be pretty big. Alright. And there it is. Haha. Alright, let's see what we get. You ready? What is this? Tome of the Contract and an Aghanim Scepter. Aghanim Scepter is actually really, really expensive. So that's really sick. This makes it a Ghost Ship Fleet. Slashing all enemies in a radius of 200. Omnislash ignores armor and uses modifiers such as Critical Strike. Ooh, that seems good. Let's give it to the Juggernaut. And then we have... Oh, cool. A Legendary Scroll. Got a Medusa. Not really great. So... Grants 80 bonus attack speed and 0.2 carries all stats damage to all controlled units. When strength is selected, all summon units will ignore enemy armor. When agility is selected, all summon units will deal pure damage. And when intelligence is selected, all summon units will have a 15% chance to deal extra magic damage. Okay, so the Tome of the Contract. So this is an item that really only exists so you can combo it with Necrobook, by the way. I'm pretty sure, at least. I don't really know how else this works. If this is something that like affects these boys, I don't think it does. Right? Like, because there's actually Necrobook that allows you to have a bunch of summons. So, maybe we can do that. Why not? That sounds kind of fun. Alright, so we're gonna turn this on to Intelligence. And then, here's our Necrobook. Let's get ourselves this bad boy. And we can put this on the Crystal Maiden along with the Tome of the Contract. Now she summons this, who is affected by, No? I guess not. I don't know, I hope it's affected by it. Not entirely sure how that one works, to be honest. It is a Chinese game, so things can sometimes be a little bit confusing. Ah, there's another Necro, but no. That's not gonna be the way we go today. Hey, Nervous Hawk! Thank you so much for giving Alex the kind of grade. That's Wave King spawns skeletons. Oh, Shadow Shaman Wards and Clink skeletons. Oh, okay, so there's a bunch of units that spawn other units. Yeah, that's true, actually. I forgot about that. So that seems like a good situation, yeah. Doesn't seem like a... You know, it seems like a good item for those specific units, but it's just not really something we have, so... Necrobook is not bad on its own anyway, so we might as well get one, you know. It's really a totally fine item to have. Alright, fuck up that box. Alright, 6,000 gold. Not crazy good, but totally fine. Alright, more Blight Souls. Nothing really. There's Earth, Storm. Yeah, let's get Earth first. Earth is a little better. Nothing. Another Saint Conqueror. Alright. I mean, I guess if we get a 3-star of that, that wouldn't be too bad. Oh, cool. Jade treasure. Alright. We need to open up these treasures. That's what we need to do. Like, honestly, the fact that we haven't done that yet is a little bit silly. Alright. I feel like that's really gonna be our priority now. Also, look at fire just going nuts. Alright. Okay, so there's one of these. So that's a Necromonicon level 1. I mean, I guess we give it to like Kunkka or somebody. I mean, it doesn't really matter. And then Drums of Endurance. Give that to the Juggernaut. Alright, so the items you get from this aren't always the world's greatest items. But it's just, you know, it's much cheaper than actually buying them, so you might as well get them that way. Alright. Hello. Goodbye. Oh! That is nice. Look at that. Jade key and a jade treasure. Alright. Vivid Blade. You reduce target's armor by 10 and a Heart of Tarask. That is nice. Alright. We give the Vivid Blade to you. And do you have a benefit for strength? Yeah, some units get bonuses from strength and health, but I don't think I have any. So that makes this heart just kind of a little useless. Yeah, I think we just get rid of it. Right, like, so what the heart does is it gives strength and health. And you get 4 maximum HP every time you get a kill. Which sounds nice, but then you have to consider, of course, that your units aren't getting attacked. Like, the HP isn't useful. So, yeah. And we're gonna sell this. Ah, okay. Well, I guess we'll get the Juggernaut. Just so we can swag with it. Look at that, 4-star. On that note, we do actually have another silver key. Okay, we can sell this Orchid. Make some of the money back. And then we'll give this Eagle Song to the Juggernaut. Who, you know what? While we're at it, why not get him, like, the full butterfly? Oh, we don't quite have enough for that? Well, we had an Eagle Song. Alright. Get these. Here we go. We'll just equip it manually. Ooh, we are leaking a bit. Oh, this next wave is brutal. So, if we die now, I wouldn't be surprised at all. This next wave is absolutely devastating. Because what they do is they stun all of your units. Right? Look at this. It is brutal. Absolutely brutal. Yeah. This is where having Necro is actually just such a blessing. Because Necro helps you really clear this out. Since he just kind of like, you know, Reaper Scythes kills them. But yeah. This wave is absolutely devastating. I would say, generally speaking, this is the wave I die the most often on. By a pretty significant margin. Cool, we got a 3-star Wildling Ripper. Look at that, 5-star Juggernaut. For whatever that's worth, but we got it. But we got it. So it seems we're not gonna die right now. But we are not in fantastic shape either. Alright, there's fire, which you already have maxed out. So let's get this Black Dragon. Black Dragon is actually pretty good DPS, just kind of in the background. Oh, Forge Spirit. Alright, everybody, I need you to kind of focus on this. Let's get ourselves some gold. Alright, nothing. Nothing. There's a Granite Golem, finally. So, we're gonna get rid of the Forge Spirit, and we're gonna put down a Granite Golem. I know, it seems like I've been like hyping this up for a long time, but Granite Golem, first of all, has synergy with Earth, which is really nice. But also, much more importantly, it has Rockfall, which is an ability that blocks the path of units completely. Chaotic Golem also has this ability, but having 2 of them is just better. You know, like... It's really an ability that you can't have enough of. Because keeping units just blocked in is super sick. Alright. Wait, no, I already got that maxed out. More fire. Yeah, it's just where rerolling doesn't really give you great feelings anymore, you know, because the things are just kind of... I'm just not really getting the good stuff anymore. Hey, Nervous Hawk, thank you for giving Omega Peter a sub. Appreciate it. Also, these boys are still roaming around here. Yeah, this is not looking great. We're gonna be at above 60 now. So, the question is, can we burst this down enough? Sunstrike is coming out. It was... Oh my god, look at that. I was so close. Holy shit. Alright, can we do it again? I doubt it. Second Sunstrike, it's gonna be too late, isn't it? Yeah. So yeah, that's the game. So I would say, honestly, like one of the big problems I encountered here is my heroes had really bad synergies. I had some units that weren't all that good, like the Wildling Ripper. You know, but I was kind of like, or the Saint Conqueror, and I was kind of forced into them. But overall, that's how the game goes. Alright, I have a lot of fun playing this. I've really enjoyed it. I hope this gives you an idea of how it works. If you enjoyed the video, don't forget to leave a rating on the video. I'll see you guys tomorrow. Goodbye.